Hey everybody, Morning Sky, Crafty Sky Lady coming at ya. I'm here in my back room, obviously. And yes, it's a bit of a hoard, but it's a crafter's hoard, and it is more organized than I give myself credit for. Just so you know, I won't really go there. Anyway, tonight's topic, winter sewing. Time for winter sewing, folks, and I'm actually a little later than the last 2 seasons with it to do a video about it. So it's time, and it's time for me to get some stuff out there. And I ordered a few packs of new seeds. I don't need many. I have my book in front of me, and we'll go through that, and we'll talk about some things. I have quite a few, actually. Now, I've got a fan going above because the first thing we're going to do is poke those holes, burn those holes actually. And this is an old wood burning tool from a craft store or from some of my other old kits. And I use it specifically just for burning holes into plastic for winter sewing. So we're going to do that, the first thing, and then we'll talk about where we're going with that whole process. Now, as you know, what is winter sewing? Winter sewing is taking the winter months to actually use and recycle plastic, clear plastic, and you can use this kind too, as long as they're not the real thick white ones that you can't see, that your milk comes in. You want them to be transparent, because you're actually looking for that photosynthesis process to take place from the moisture, and so that your seeds, you know, the stratification process and all that. You can look it up. Cheryl Mann, M-A-N-N, is the lady go-to who has the Facebook group that you can join for free as long as you follow the rules, and it's a great group of people, and I highly recommend it for learning all about winter sewing. I'm not here to be a teacher per se. I'm just here to kind of give you a heads up about what I know, what I've learned in the method, and how much I'm enjoying it, and maybe I can inspire you in my crafting journey on this platform with my videos to show you some of what I like to do. And as you know, we do many things, craft, sew, you know, graphics and all that. So this is tonight's video, and I may do a few more as the season progresses as updates. But anyway, this is what you want. Clear plastic, juice, milk, you know, anything like that. Nice, these kind of great. And I'll show you, we're going to be burning holes, so let's do that. And we're doing that because we need drainage, and we'll be putting really good soil in them. And the soil that I recommend, and she does too, Cheryl Mann, is a little more pricier on your Amazon and other platforms, but it's the Happy Frog potting soil. And that's because it has all the good nutrients in it that you need to get a good start on your seeds and your plants, so that by the time they're ready for your garden, they're strong and they're hardy and they're healthy and they're ready to go. Okay? So let's do this. This is the bottom. We're going to do the bottom section first on this one. And my thing is hot. I can smell it. So, and you don't want to be touching that. And if it really bothers you, the smell, because it does stink, I have a fan going. You want to be in a well-ventilated room. You could wear a mask and gloves if that helps you. And then you're going to do about 4 or 5 more around. So let's do 1. And they're about pencil size, and that's what you want. Lots of drainage. 2. Look how quickly that goes. 3. And it, like I said, it does stink, so I'm not smelling it yet. And you want to go halfway up here, because we'll be cutting up in here, because you want to leave a lip for, and I make this hole a bit wider. I just kind of like saw with it like you're sawing for a bit, and I make it about 1 inch a little more so that I can get my scissors in there to cut more around the rim, but we are leaving a good 1 inch, 1.5 inch margin. We want to just be able to flip that top off, get our soil, get our seeds in there and water, and tape it back up with some good duct tape. And what I did was good duct tape, but I also bought some new stuff, not knowing how much I had from last year. And you want a good duct tape because you want that to seal up where you cut it, and so that it will also battle the elements and still stay with you through the process till you're ready to open it up and unveil your plant. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. So we'll put the holes in, then we'll do the process of cutting them. So I've got a bag here in front of me, and these are some that I've just saved and you know, gone through the process. That's going nicely. These some are a little thicker on the bottom than others, so you gotta. I think that's enough on the bottom. Oh, and you do a couple up the sides near the bottom too. I didn't tell you that. I think it's good to do on each side because you really want good drainage. Okay, then I'm gonna go up about here, and you can follow along the spine. That's a good thing to do, is find where the spine is. I haven't been doing that, but, and then like I said, you're just gonna do that, you know, making it a little wider so you can get your scissors in there. So that one's ready to cut. There's another one. Like I said, I've been saving them. You just take your jugs, wash them up, put them in a plastic tote bag, and hang them up somewhere in your back room to dry. Now this has a little bit of water in there, so you gotta be careful because this is electrical. Don't need any problems that way, do we? All right. See if I can get that. We're not saving, we won't be saving those. Just kind of shake it out here. We're not saving the covers necessarily. You can, for some people do, for tabs or for identifying the plants, and they use them various ways. Go on that website and you'll learn all kinds of stuff. That's where I learned. It's fun. I've had fun. Now, not every plant or seeds will take. Here a little bit, and you're gonna get that with anything, I think, but overall it's been fun. A lot of things did take that I wasn't sure would, and it's so much fun, and your plants really are hardier. They really are doing it, I think, doing it this way. That's what I found. So I'm going to take it about here, and I'm gonna do my vein. The sawing. Okay, and that one's ready for cutting. I have 3 going. I'm waiting for my soil. I have my soil on order. It should come any day. So we'll be doing another video of me actually planting, putting the dirt in. You want to moisten the soil and you know, not have it drenched with water, but it has to be good and moist. Just like when you're gardening, and you just want your soil at a good texture for starting your seeds. Yeah. And yeah. Now some people wait for certain plants, certain seeds, like for instance, tomatoes. Now I'm in zone, I keep forgetting if it's 5A or 5B. I have it in my book. I'll look at. And I think they just changed my zone because I'm in a small town in New England. But the deal is, check your zone. Go online and check your zone for where you live, because that's important knowledge to know your highs and lows of, the freezing temperatures and when to expect them, and, what your growing season looks like. You do want to know those things. And so I have pretty much a shorter growing season, really only, May through, September, late September. And then we could get a front. I even do little soda bottles for like one little plant or maybe a flower or something. So I'm apt to do a couple of these. You'll see that I do. Yeah, and they work. Yeah. For flowers, bachelor buttons, things like that you want to grow tall, but you only want to put a few seeds in. Yeah, I do. As long as it's clear plastic for the transparency. Now this isn't stinking yet, so until it starts to stink and drive me crazy, we'll do a few more. Now these are your other ones, but like I said, as long as they're transparent, which these aren't, you can use them. You don't want those heavy ones that are, you can't see through them. You've got to be able to see through it. And you can use the green soda bottles. I have. As long as you can see through it, you're good. Yeah. This is a fun process, actually. And you know what I find? It's such a dreary time, winter, and here in New England it can be, and it's not enough sunshine, and we kind of find ourselves getting a little, lackluster, a little bit of water in there, lackluster in our feelings and emotions, and maybe a little, I hate to say the word depressed, but you know what I mean. It's just that winter blahs that set in. But this process gives you something to look forward to, something to hope for. It's fun to watch something sprout and start to grow. It really, really is. And checking on them. You'll be surprised how much fun it is. And if I love flowers, I love anything that can give you beauty and growth and color in your world and all those good things. So I have really enjoyed learning this process, and I was so glad I found out about it. So, and maybe you will be too. Yeah. I hope you're all having a good week, month. We're doing all right. Kind of lackluster, lack thereof, but it is what it is, right? I have a birthday this month. The old gray mare's going to be 71, people. I think I'm doing all right for 71, don't you? I think so. Even if I do say so myself. You got to feel good about yourself. And I do. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. There wasn't a time and there was a time where I couldn't say that. So, that's good. I've come a long way. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that bag is done. But I'm going to put them back in here, and we'll pick them up and we'll cut them as we speak. But I need more room in front of me, so. Glass jar, as I'm not using it. This is what I'm keeping it in, a glass jar. Make sure you're safe with your stuff, people. You don't want to be hurting yourself. All right, I'm gonna go over this way. Just a moment to see if I can grab that. Come on, work with me. All right, I'm starting to smell it a little bit. It's not couple more and then we'll stop. Now, somebody gave me no, I bought these actually at the Survival Center for like $1. Something like that, not even that. I don't know, but I thought, oh, these will be good for winter sowing. Now see, these are a little light, but I could use them for storage, but you can see through them. So as long as you can see through them, you can use these. Yeah. So I'm gonna try one or two. Why not, right? Yeah, that's what I picked them up for. So here we go. We're gonna. Yeah, and you know, when I see stuff like this, I pick them up too for storage of flour and sugar in my pantry, because being an old farmhouse, you know what happens. The rodents, mice, small field mice, but we tackled that. We've got the decon in the cellar. Every year they try to get in. I guess they gotta get warm and live too. As long as they're not, I don't want to see them. Alright, so there's 5. And let's see, I'm gonna go, that's about where the seam is, so let's go right about here. Boy, that burns nicely through there. Yeah, I got a good start on that, so I can make a good hole. And here's the cover, but I don't know. Oh yeah, with these you can put the cover on and make a bigger hole. I'll think about that after they say this. There's a certain way you do that with these too. Alright, let's do this one. Or cider. I think we had cider in that. Now, these that have the handle like this, I find I like to go near the spine of the handle, right at the bottom of it. And that's kind of where I'm going to make my cut in that. Yeah. Got a nice hole so I can cut that. I got one more of these big ones. One that looks like this. Obviously a juice one. These are great. Yeah. And I'll be doing, and I'm just a little, I only have a few garden raised beds, but I'll still be putting out enough jugs because, you know, they don't all take. But I don't go cray-cray like some big farmers maybe with a big garden space. I don't have that, but I do enough. Yeah. One, two, yeah, there's 5. And then we'll go. one more, and I'll unplug it, and we'll go on to the next part of this. I got a nice bag here, so hold on. Put that back in the dish. I like to save these plastic bags for trash or putting something else in. Anyway. Yeah, these are nice ones. Yep. My barrage that I did in buckets last year did very well, and I like barrage. Now, I learned about barrage 2 summers ago. I did not know what it was up till that point, and what it is if you don't know what it is, look it up. B-O-R-A-G-E, but it is a pretty plant that gives off a pretty blue small star flower, and it's edible. The flower and the leaves can be used for different things. You can make teas. They make a beautiful little potpourri for looks. Not necessarily a strong scent, but more a beautiful flower. And there is a flavor, and it kind of mimics cucumber, watermelon rindish kind of, not over the top with flavor, but it's what I find the tea is. Let's see. Oh, I didn't need to do that because we're doing these different. I don't need to do the side spine. That's what I did differently. All right, well, no biggie. But anyway, with these, we're gonna do the tops differently, that's all. We're gonna burn a hole in the top, and we're gonna make it bigger. Just keep melting that wax around. I'm gonna try to make burn it through so I can cut it into like a little square or circle or something. That's kind of a big. There we go. And then see if I can get it over here to connect to that other one, and then yeah, you wanna, because you gotta let the light on the top get through and for drainage. All right. I'm gonna probably be cutting this. There we go. Yeah, so that's got a lot on it, and I'm gunking that up bad, but I'll be cutting that. Anyway, that's kind of what you do. Yeah. See if I can get it to do better. And so the barrage, anyway, is also a good accompaniment to, they say, to grow near tomatoes. And it's also good for the pollinators. So with that, I started growing it, and it's pretty too. I really like it. And I enjoyed the iced tea that I made with it. Very refreshing. And I believe I put like I'm just gonna see if I can, oh, it's hot, scrape some of this crap off it. You know, like a lemon wedge or something like that with it, and it was just so good. I loved it. All summer long, I drank a lot of that. I looked forward to that. It was with lots of ice. I like and it was refreshing. I really liked it. So with that, and it's pretty in little bouquets too. And you can take the star flowers, you can dry them, you know, for that kind of thing. Like I said, you can dry them in a potpourri. You can adorn, you can put them in salads. They're edible, so you can, to adorn other foods and little things that you do, and like on a cake. They're so beautiful, like on a white cake or something like that. So there's a lot you can do. You can look it up. There's a lot you can do. And the leaves, like I said, you can make tea with the leaves as well. And yeah, and so many other things. But anyway, some of the labels will peel right off. Others will give you a harder time. Yeah, it's not coming off all that wonderful. I might have to soak it. But anyway, yeah. So let's talk about some things. All right. So anyway, that's the start of the preparation for a winter sowing. Get your jugs in order. Okay. And like I said, you can use something like this. And you can also, I'm going to see if I can get a vinyl blind while I'm talking about it. I might as well finish off what I'm talking about, right? Hold on. Right over here. Yeah, if I don't have everything else toppling down on me. Alright, well, there you are. Good money. So good. Da-da-da-da. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Plain old wobbly blinds. And like I said, this right here will give me plenty. And what I do is see where the little, like I said, these are those wobbly vinyl. Okay, and you just pull them off the strings on the blind. Then, oh, there's one or two here. That's one. Okay, see where the little thing is? I use that as kind of my guide. That's about how high I want them. You can make them a little smaller. But there you go. And then I just take some more, you know, cut that a little smaller. Cut that a little smaller. Oh, these scissors are great. Look at that. That's about what you want. And I have the paint pens way over there. I can show you that in another video when we... Okay, so look at that. I'm getting quite a few off of just one of these. Now this one's got the hole a little smaller, so I'll make a smaller one. We can make a couple little smaller ones. You can make them whatever size you like. And those are my little plant pokes. I'll stick them right in one of the buckets. And like I said, you want a good pair of scissors, and you can just go to town. Again, I'm using the thing as an indicator. And I've got two right here together, so if you've got a good pair of scissors, you can work them fast. And believe me, a lot more people, I mean, you want to be growing. The price of food is, God, any little bit helps. I mean, I'm no big gardener, trust me. I struggle with it. I'm not like some of these people who, but I have fun trying. That's about where I'm at. I have fun trying. No, I'm a little off with the whole, but that's all right. We don't care. Well, I guess I'll turn these two into smaller ones. Okay, yeah, I got plenty to get me started when I get going with getting the soil in. There we go. Now, I was at the dollar store that we have here in town today, and I ordered some seeds through Etsy online, and it's marigolds. I wanted more marigold seeds because I like the tall ones, and parsley, and comfrey, but I'm gonna get the tuber things, I think it is. I want to try the comfrey, and I probably have it growing around here, but that's a good plant to have for medicinal purposes and teas. I guess there's a lot that comfrey can do, and I wanted some, so, and they give off a little flower too, so, and I guess they can take off and, you know, grow rampant. You've got to kind of watch them, but I do want some comfrey. So anyway, I bought that and a couple other things. So I'm waiting for those to come, and I'll be winter sowing those. Now flowers, I might wait another few weeks and then winter sow some flowers, but they worked. They worked too. So sunflowers, and I got nasturtiums because I love nasturtiums, and they did well. And they looked so pretty in my gardens. And they flowered all summer, right through the fall. And they were so pretty with marigolds and coleus in the fall. I loved seeing that coming out of the wheelbarrow and that in the fall. And these are pretty. These are, so I'll be doing those. That was $1. Oh, 2 for $1. So I did, and I got some more sunflowers, because who doesn't love a sunflower? And I struggled with sunflowers the last couple of years, but I got one tall, giant sunflower to grow. And boy, I babied that thing. Took pictures of it, and I just, you know, made it the King Tut of the garden, because it's the only one I got. But I enjoyed it. So anyway, but other years I've had more. Now, I don't know if the deer or something's getting to them. We have squirrels, we had deer, we got skunks and squirrels and chipmunks, you name it. But I don't know what's getting at it, but every year I try, so, and I have more coming. Now, let's see, so there's that. We'll put those in there too. Now, in looking at my seeds, I finally found my seeds last night. It was in a different bag, so okay. So I've got a little pad I started, because I like to write down what I want to grow, what my seeds look like. So when I was going through and I keep it, and this is just an old, crappy nothing from a thrift store, photo album, the old ones. But they make good containers for your seeds, and so think about that. Now these seeds I bought last year and some the year before, and some I dried on my own, but they're still good, and they'll come through. Zucchini. So anyway, that's it. And then my flower seeds are here, and I keep them in a smaller photo album. I gotta do it over again, my flower seeds. But that's all my flower seeds in here. Yeah, see? 4 different ones. Yeah. So that's what this just, you know, keep it in a cool, dry place. You don't want to be keeping it in the sun or where there's moisture, obviously. And these are marigold seeds. These are old, and some of them were probably even my mother's. And I try them. I've got to watch and see if they do. But and then I have some of my own too. I believe I saved some from last season too, because I love those tall ones that I got. Oh, here's the coleus. This is the coleus that did really well for me. Little tiny, tiny seeds. Those are the seeds in there. If you can, wicked tiny. So I want to do more of that. I have dahlias too. They're down in the cellar with my gladiola bulbs, and I gotta see if they will take again, because I believe you're supposed to dig them up, and we did. Yeah. Anyway, they did well too. They were cranberry beautiful. All right, so, and these, excuse me, were last year's too. Yeah, February 3rd, I winter sowed these. Okay, so this is my sage. Okay, so some herbs. So I've got plenty, so I don't need that. Sage. Yeah. And these were from Seed Geeks, and these were good. Thyme. I got lots of dried thyme that I dried. So these plants did well. Winter sowing. Birdhouse bottle gourds. I actually got a couple of gourds too. So, and I got more seeds in there, so I'll be doing some of those. I love bottle house. I love the gourds. I paint on them. Here's your barrage. And they are pretty. And you know what I want to do? And I meant to do it last summer. I make jewelry too, right? So I'm thinking, and I'm just learning how to use a resin. So I'm thinking, I want to get the blue flower dried, or fresh even, and put it in resin and make some earrings. Wouldn't that be pretty? I wonder if people have done that. I'm sure they have. I'm sure I'm not the first one to think about that one. But anyway, that's some of the seeds I have here to reuse, and they're still good. And as long as you store them, you can keep them. Yeah, I bought these January 10th of last year, 2023. So these seeds are still good. Yeah. And I have more coming. So that's good. So now, with all of that, I'll be starting all of these winter sown. Now these, I will do them right around now too, but they will go in a big bowl in my dining room window. That's where, and they took off there. That dining room window is like a greenhouse. I have plants that do really well in my dining room window. So I'll be doing that. Now, with all of that, let's start with the veggies. All right, it's a little cold out here. I think I'll stop that fan now. Okay, all right, well, like I said, so, and they're not really in any fantastic order in my book, I just have them in here, but I have pepperoncini. I'll be doing those, but I think the peppers and tomatoes, I'm going to wait a couple more weeks. Once my soil comes this week, I will start with my lettuces and kales and, you know, and any one of these, basil, green beans, and give it a whirl. But the peppers and tomatoes, I might, purple beauty pepper, green pepper, these are some I dried, pepperoncini, Italian large leaf basil. So yeah, carrots. Carrots, yeah, I got some. Not great, but carrots are a little tricky. You've got to really go online and learn, because I'm still trying to master a good carrot. And I've tried different methods, but I just keep trying. But they didn't do well last year. But we had a lot of rain and stuff too, and the year before. I have one rhubarb seed left. I planted some. They didn't do anything. All right, zucchini does well. That was all winter sown, and I got zucchini. I made breads. I made different things. Yeah. Here's parsley. Oh, cilantro. Now here's summer savory, and I know I grew that. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. I gotta look that one up online as to what the leaves look like, because these were given to me, I believe, from the seed company as a complimentary seed favor, and I gotta look this up. But these are tiny little seeds as to what you do with savory. Probably use it in soups and stuff. I'm all about that. Now that's okra. Yeah, I did try some okra. Cilantro does well, and parsley. I did try. Yeah, this is coriander. Oh, cilantro coriander. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I like that, and that took. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do some look up on some of these. What is this? This is more cilantro. Yeah, that's more seeds, so I just keep them all together. Now we'll be trying these. Again, yeah. Zucchini. Okay. Okra. I have a little bit of okra. That didn't do well. The celery actually took. Winter sowing, I will be doing more celery. I have watermelon radish. That took, but they don't make it. Once I get them in the garden, they bolt on me. I gotta work on that one. Some of these are little challenges because they don't do well for me. Now here's all my tomatoes. And I tell you, I've got a lot of varieties. I've got the beefsteak. I've got the, I don't know, Roma, big beef. And what are these? Sweet, cherry tomato. Cherry tomatoes do well for me winter, so they did. And I get them, and they're good. Yeah, cherry tomatoes. So this is my tomato page. So, again, I will do a lot of this. I have some eggplant that I dried myself that took. So more cilantro. So a couple of spinach seeds left. I'll be trying them. Why not? Right? Green beans. Yeah. I tried bush beans, but I don't know. They didn't take. But I'll do it again. I'm apt to try just about anything. Now, I did, here's zucchini squash, good ones. Peas, I love my peas. I will be buying more peas. I have a few here, but green arrow peas. Cucumber muncher, I have a few of those. Star of David okra. Now, I did plant these, and they took off winter sowing, but then I didn't get anything once I put them in the garden. So, and I know that they'll probably grow better in the south, but I will try them again, because I think the fried okra would be good. I don't know. But I gotta learn more about that and different recipes on that. But I'm willing to try them again. I'm willing to give anything a try. Here's thyme, green beans. Yeah. Now these two pages, I got bib lettuce. Oh wow. Look at this. This is why I like to start different lettuces. Look at all the lettuces I bought. Swiss chard and kale. And they took. So I will be doing these. Kale. Look at this kale. Yep. And it took on me. So yep, please do that. This is dark lettuce. I love it. Yep. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I want to do this. And it's exciting. Chard. Let's try some of that. So, and again, I'll be doing these arugula, and this is pirate lettuce. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Basic salad mix, yeah. You can do that in a tote on the porch, and they take. Go online, there's plenty of little YouTuber things going on about that. That's how I learned. Here's more lettuce. Look at this one. Yeah. Oh, and here's my spinach. Yeah, I want to do spinach. Look at that. I will be trying that out too. Who doesn't like a nice spinach salad? I do. Alright, so there's that. And that's pretty much the end of this book. And then I have and I will be trying all of these. And like I said, I'm apt to give just about anything a whirl. Now, oh, here you go. Here's more barrage. Here's a better look-see of what they look like. Just pretty. And I even took a few pictures and blew the pictures up. They'd be so pretty in a frame. Just for decor in your home. Beautiful picture. Yeah, I like to do that too. I take a lot of pictures of my plants as they're growing, flowers up close, and I put them on Facebook, and they're some of the prettiest pictures. Yeah. Echinacea, tall white coneflower. Yeah. Alyssum. Bachelor buttons, yes. And I did just buy some more too. Yeah. I love these. And I have the hardest time growing these. But last year, they took winter sowings. They got a hardier start for some reason than just putting the seeds directly in the ground. So I will be doing these again in that method. Oh, yeah. White ageratum, I don't know. Bells of Ireland, echinacea, these are my seeds. Oh, here's the African daisy, mixed color, pink calendula. Now, I don't know. I did try growing this. I don't know what it looks like. I gotta look this one up again. Have you ever heard of this one? Campaign. Perennial. Oh, a perennial. So that should come back. Hardy to zone 3. Sow on surface and press into soil. Light dependent germinate. Keep warm and moist. Germination in 1 to 2 weeks. Maybe they need to go. I don't know if there's any left in there or not. Huh. But that's interesting because I did put them out there. But I don't remember getting anything. No, there's nothing in. Oh, there is a couple little in there. It's small. Oh, I'll try it. Alright. Like I said, I like different things. And, there's also the, Bells of Ireland. These are gourds, I believe. Gourd seeds. Gourds, winter sown, yeah. morning glories. I always have plenty of morning glories. And they grew too. And I winter sowed them. Yeah. And they grew and they came up around they were beautiful. Now, I'm sure you've all heard about don't do brugmansia or the devil's trumpet, right? They're similar in flowers, and yet I guess the one that hangs down, I think are the ones you want. The ones that hang down and come back up, you don't want. I think that's how it is. That's the devil's trumpet, and they're invasive and poisonous. Anyway, these are brugmansia. Like, I know because I've grown them. And these were sent to me, and they were like a mystery seed. And I thought, what the heck? But I know for a fact they came from Wish. You can see the little symbols of the company Wish. But I have grown them. They're beautiful, and they smell wonderful. And these plants will get big. I haven't gotten them to get big. But I did get them to flower, and I got a couple of these. So anyway, I'm going to be trying more of those because they're pretty. And I'm watching them. You don't want the other one. And that's not what these were. No. Red Torch Mexican Sunflower. These. I want to grow more of those. More, look at this. My family call me Reenie. Friends and close friends and family. And these are Reenie's Garden. I had to get them, right? And these are morning glories. And I